Have you ever seen somebody do that? Maybe you yourself have done it, or have seen your mom do it, maybe a coworker. What you are doing is actually called acupressure, and chances are you were doing it because you were starting to feel a headache or maybe some tension in that area, and you were trying to alleviate the discomfort. Unfortunately, headaches are quite common, and it's estimated that 1/2 to 3/4 of the global population will experience a headache every year, at least one time. But a lot of people will experience more than one time. Headaches are also quite complex, and the reason people get headaches can vary greatly. It can be hormone related, it could be triggered by food or the weather, maybe it's related to stress, tension, or poor sleep. So depending on what's causing the headaches or the pain that you're experiencing, you might change the acupressure points you use. But acupressure is a great tool that you always have with you. It's something you can control, and it's free. So I'd like to go over some different areas that you can focus on for acupressure and headaches. The first one I'd like to look at is called Li4. This is a really common point for acupuncture, but you can use this at home with acupressure to help with headaches or generalized pain. To find this point, you're going to use your hand and locate the highest point in the muscle between your thumb and first finger. And you're going to press into this point, just like this. When you're applying acupressure, you can press into the point, just go straight in, or you can do circles, like this. And when you're applying the pressure, you want to apply pressure for 30 seconds, firm, but not to the point where it's painful or uncomfortable. You can take a couple seconds break, but then you want to go back into it and another 30 seconds, and you want to do this for up to 3 to 5 minutes. So if you start to feel a headache come on, start with Li4. Apply some pressure and see if that will help. As I mentioned, headaches can be very complex and can be caused by different things. So if Li4 doesn't help with the headache right away, you can always try adding some other points locally. So let's say your headache is caused maybe by stress. We've already seen this one here. Maybe you also want to do this one right between your eyebrows. This is a really great point if you're having headaches from stress and tension behind your eyes. So you can try this one, use your thumb is usually the most comfortable, and you'll press into it, maybe do little circles. Maybe your headaches are being caused by sinus congestion or pressure in your sinuses. So what you can do, you can use your fingers and work along your sinuses. Maybe you want to go across your cheeks and give some of those points a try. A lot of times you'll find points that are more sensitive or tender. If you find one of those, stay there a little bit longer and make sure you focus on that point in particular. Headaches can also be caused, as we mentioned, by tension. So maybe through the neck is a very common tension point. So what you want to do is target this whole area. So to do that, I'll use my hands just like this, cupped, and I'll work my way right from the base of the skull, all the way down the neck, and even out over the shoulders, just like this. Obviously, I'm going quite fast to demonstrate where you can focus, but when you're doing it at home, make sure you spend quite a few minutes on each of these areas. So if you do start to feel a headache, start with Li4, and then if you're starting to feel it in any particular place, focus on those areas. And like I said, look for tender points in particular. Give those a try and let me know if you have any questions.